So are you looking for someplace kind of unique, different? A small town, but it's kind of near the freeway, kind of centrally located between basically everything in Sonoma County? Well, I'm sitting here today at Super Burger in downtown Cotati, and I thought I'm just going to sit here and give you a list of 11 things you might want to know about Cotati. It's a great place. Now, if you've watched my videos for any length of time, you might think Cotati and Rohnert Park are the same city, but they're not. Cotati has its own city council and its own fire department, and it's just its own little city. It has anywhere, let's just round it off to about 5,000 people. In fact, it is the address and the town for Sonoma State University. So this is a college town, and it's a lot of fun. And here's the good part, it has some of the most affordable real estate in the county. So here we go. I'm gonna cover 11 things you just might want to know about Cotati, coming up right now. If this is your first time to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell, because I put out a new video every single Friday, and I think you're probably looking to find out what it's like to eat and sleep and live here in Sonoma County. And I put out videos every single week. I also have ebooks that are a relocation guide and a buyer's guide. So you might want to check that out in the links below the video. Okay, so item number 11 is the nightlife here. Now this is a college town, so it's kind of happening in a Cotati kind of way. If you're from New York, it's not happening that way, and it's not happening in a San Francisco kind of way. But it has several bars on here, pizza parlors, pubs, the Jaded Toad, the Trade Winds, and the Redwood Cafe, which is right behind me right here. It has all kinds of music on weekends. So the college students are here. It is a college town, and well, it just has a lot of music and a lot going on. So number 11 is the nightlife here in Cotati. Now let's go on to number 10. 10 is the breweries. There are about 4 breweries within 5 minutes from here. The Old Cas Brewery, the Parliament, the Flagship Tap Room. Those are the 3 that I really know off the top of my head. And there's one in Rohnert Park up the way, and I can't remember the name of it. But if you like your brewery, you like your burger, and you like to go out on weekends just to complement that wine tasting, right? Breweries are all around here, and I think you'll enjoy them. I've never been to a brewery in the city or actually in the county that I didn't love. So come out and taste some beer around Cotati. Okay, so number 9 is the downtown area. And I tried to get a good shot down there, but the sun's in my eyes a little bit, so I decided that wasn't going to really work. But the downtown area is kind of unique. So over the decades and decades and decades, Rohnert Park and Cotati have kind of been sister cities, you might say. Rohnert Park started from the Rohnert family that were the largest seed cultivator in the United States. It was a big seed farm, and in the 60s they started selling off the land. Now Cotati, the little hub, the little agricultural land right next to it, or agricultural city right next to it, just kind of had its own thing, its own industry. And over the years there were battles and elections and what have you as to whether Cotati should be separate from Rohnert Park, and it turned out that way. So Cotati is completely separate from Rohnert Park, its own police department and everything. And the downtown really developed, whereas in the Rohnert Park area, or the city of Rohnert Park, there's never been a downtown. It's just one development after another. And soon, within the next 5 years, there's going to be a lovely, nice downtown area in Rohnert Park, which is pretty cool. But in Cotati right here, there's about 15 to 20 great restaurants, cute shops to go in, and it's just kind of a fun, don't blink your eyes because you'll miss the town kind of town. But it's fun to walk up one side and down the other. I'm sitting in front of a Super Burger right now, the Redwood Cafe, there's a Thai Cafe, there's the Twins, there's the Down to Earth Cafe, and well, there's Cotija, Mexican food, which I have not eaten at. It's at the end of the street here. So if you like eating out and you just come stroll in downtown Cotati, you're going to have all the variety that you've ever wanted right here in downtown Cotati. So it's kind of cool. Now, I think number 8 is my favorite part of Cotati because it really has never changed like the facades of the businesses around here or anything. I mean, there's some newer looking places, but it just feels like a little western agricultural town in the middle of Sonoma County. It's cozy, it's nice, it hasn't changed much, and but the whole town, even when you get into the neighborhoods, feel really kind of warmer and smaller. So you don't really get that big sprawling one development after another kind of feeling in Cotati. There's certain places, in fact, if you're new to town, you might be driving around thinking, am I in Cotati or am I in Rohnert Park? You won't really know the difference between the lines when you cross them. There's a distinct feeling and it doesn't take long to catch on to them. Now, added on to that is they have a great market called Oliver's Supermarket. There's about 8 of them, 5 or 8 of them around the whole county, and they're super special. So if you like the fancy upscale markets, you will love the main market here in Cotati. It's not in Rohnert Park, it's actually on East Cotati right here, and it's just kind of a really special part of the city because everybody likes their little fancy foods once in a while, and well, you got one right down here, which is kind of cool. Now, I wanted to talk to about the schools, always everybody's concern. There's about 6 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and Rancho Cotati High School, 1 high school between the 2 cities. And get on niche.com or call the city school district to get specific details about the elementary schools, especially if you're kind of feeling like you might move here. Now, the city is divided between east and west, and that's item number 6. And so the east side, I've actually done some videos on the neighborhoods there, and I've stood in front of some houses and talked about them. On the east side, on the west side of the 101 freeway is where you'll see houses with 1 acre, 2 acre, 5 acre, and a bigger house because there's more land out there. You'll pass fields of donkeys and sheep and goats and some cows here and there. Cows are kind of farther out into the country. But you've got your vineyards and you've got your agriculture like right around the corner, and on the west side that feels like more of the setting. Whereas right here, moving east is much more suburbanish, I guess, or just housing neighborhoods. Item number 5, I really wanted to go through this. So a lot of times people say, well, I don't want to live in Rohnert Park or Cotati because it's not really wine country. I'm like, are you kidding me? Cotati and Rohnert Park are in the middle of the county, and all around you within 5 minutes are beautiful tasting rooms and vineyards everywhere, all through Sebastopol and the back part of Petaluma Hill Road. So once you get here, you got to go driving and maybe do a little wine tasting. You're in wine country when you're in Sonoma County. Not just in the city of Sonoma or Petaluma or up north in Dry Creek. I mean, there's all the regions all the way out to the ocean. But you're in wine country when you're living in Cotati right here, which is kind of neat. A really great thing about Rohnert Park and Cotati is they've kind of always been on the more reasonable side of pricing for real estate. I just did a video where I went into $750,000, $850,000 homes, which are really, really lovely. And I wouldn't even call them starter homes. They're super nice. You can throw a little Home Depot at it, make them your own. But there's a lot of $700,000, $750,000, $800,000 homes. Not everything's $1 million in Sonoma County. You can find a $700,000 home right here in Cotati. All right, so the cool part too about this area right along here and around the way and down the way are the unique shops. There's the Stone's Throw, which is one of the most unique gift stores right across the street here. So the Stone's Throw is just great, from everything from different kinds of rocks to just cute, nice gifts. And there's great shops all up and down Cotati as well. And if you like to do big girl shopping, or you got to do the Walmart or the Target or anything like that, those are 5 minutes away in Rohnert Park, and up into Santa Rosa, 10 minutes away. So you can kind of live in the cozy world of Cotati and still have your Costco's and your Kmart, or not Kmart, but Walmart and Target and that kind of thing literally right out your door. So that's kind of fun. The weather here is lovely. It does get hot. It is wine country. It's Sonoma County. But the cool part about Cotati is it gets a little fog, a little cooling off because the ocean isn't too far away. And lastly, what I really wanted to talk about Cotati is it's a college town. Sonoma State University is 2 miles down the road here. And I always say it's in Rohnert Park, but really its address is Cotati. And that's one of the, I think there's 19 state universities in California now. And Sonoma State University is right here in Cotati, and it's a great place to go to concerts. There's the Wheel or Green Center there, which is a huge new theater there that symphonies, operas, fantastic entertainment comes to the Green Center. So it's acoustically amazing. The back opens up. You can sit on the grass in the summertime and eat your picnic and listen to some amazing music. So you can live in Cotati and have upscale, first-class entertainment right here at your fingertips. So I think that's a kind of a pretty special part of Cotati. Is it's a little hometown feel with some upscale accoutrements and little special things that are not too far away if you're living here in Cotati. So that's a little bit about Cotati. I could probably come up with 5 or 10 more things, but I think 11 is enough. If you need any information about living in the Rohnert Park, Cotati area, I have a great team of people who love to help people move here and give you any information we possibly can. We are locals, and I know it takes a long time to figure out what city is perfect for you and what town is perfect for you, and of course what neighborhood is really going to work out. And we love to share those things and help you kind of get through the thinking process. So right below the video is also the Show More section, and that's where you'll find my contact information. I look forward to speaking to you in person, and the next video is coming up right there.